So Shadow put them all on blast and shit. So now 250 can't come out to crunch up Seagate. He called the bad girl. Both my multi-proven sidewalk sat sissies are out here. Yes, sir, New York City.
Castration King. You sound like a retard. Hey, Richie, you ready to line up for the castration table? You can't even fuck your baby mother. Who's gonna be the first one? We're gonna
when the lights go out, I'm out riding.
We're gonna chemical castration out here. That motherfucker got fat and stink. They kicked him out of the house. He's sleeping in the fucking. We're gonna deliver those fucking nuts. We're gonna deliver those nuts to 250. That's why your wife kicked. Le vamos a mandar la bola. Le vamos a mandar los cojones de Richie a 250. You stink. Pussy ass. Y cuando abran la puerta a darle los cojones de Richie a 250 para que alguien se los tire en la cara. Fucking bitch, yo. He's a fucking bitch. I curse him like this on the fucking phone, yo. He's a bitch, yo. That's why your fucking baby mother don't even want to fuck you no more. You done got so goddamn fat. You done got so goddamn fat and stink. They kicked your ass out in the fucking van. He's sleeping in the fucking van like a fat bitch. I'll tell you that shit on the phone and I'll tell you that shit in your face, yo.
He wants you to go sleep with him, Shadow.
That's what the fuck you are. You a weak-minded, sucker-ass, fat bitch. You think one minute you gonna be a motherfucking, I got wrong. You gonna be a motherfucking, Chinchando and shit and play both sides like a fucking faggot. The fuck out of here. You a sucker-ass. Don't call me for no fucking drugs. Yo, don't ever call him for no goddamn drugs, yo.
Up, he's telling you can't be his custody. See, Gay don't want to be known as a drug dealer anymore.
Ain't nobody, what motherfucking female gonna fuck your fat ass, yo? Yo, you fat.
Your mother.
Hippo-looking ass motherfucker.
His mother.
Female gonna deal with you, what? That's why you out here fucking playing with that little snitch. You out here playing with that motherfucking snitch, yo. You a faggot. You a straight up motherfucking faggot, yo. You know what that motherfucker said? He called me when he feel like it. You a faggot, yo.
Anybody hear that?
Motherfucker out here sucking the crackhead dick, yo.
They're still trying to convince you I smoke crack with them.
You know what I'm saying? Got the rules for this shit. There are some fucking rules for this shit. You ain't got no more.
All I can say is this. If you can't prove a nigga smoke crack in 10 days, never mind 10 years, sometimes it just means forget about it.
This nigga be calling me up, asking me for fucking drugs and shit, man. Don't ever fucking call me for no bullshit, yo. I call you to tell you in your fucking face. Like these faggot motherfuckers be out here kissing ass and fucking radio work.
That's the drugs they call me for. I'm the pusher man.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Tell your mother to get the fuck. This fucking nigga sounds fucking retarded, bro. Tell your mother to get the fuck out of here, bitch. I'm telling you.
I'm the pusher man they call for the dope. I'm the one working and supplying the radios and the equipment. I'm the pusher man, I'm clear.
You're in enough fucking trouble already. You need to throttle way fucking back. Right. He's like this.
Shadow, the only two troublous things I own in my life is one. I got one enemy. It's called nicotine. And my employers, the government. Other than that, I'm good. My father gave me cures for both of them, so I ain't worried about either or.
You got yourself a little cure for your nicotine addiction. Fuck out of here, man. For your nicotine addiction, you got the cure for that shit, man.
I got a heavy off-book rep in the 70s. The minute this antenna drops, I go right back to it. It's not my problem. I'm authorized.
Get the fuck out of here. Bitch, that's what the fuck you are. You a sucker, yo.
There's a reason they wanted to get me back to my roots. I got too many badges, too many different avenues, private and public sector. It really don't fucking matter. I can work them all, should I deem to choose so.
There's a chapter of your life, Richie. There's a chapter of your life that somebody wants to smother. He's talking to Richie, yo.
Well, that's why he called me an invincible monster, because my operation shown his right up. My operation got twice the amount of murder, 4 times the amount of murder, 5 times the amount of racketeering. The murder count alone destroyed the FBI. They're like, oh my God, Richie got all that? You're damn right, Richie got all that. That's what goes on the streets, you dumb fucks.
Yeah, that's the only one he is. Nah, he be putting his tongue in Richie ass, and then he try to kiss. That's my game, bro. No, they got heads so Richie, why you got Richie? You hear the shit that they invent? You hear the gay shit that they invent, Richie? How do you draw that shit out of people?
I put it on the pay me no mind list and then listen to them try to convince them almost like you that there's something really going on out here other than Richie turned them the fuck out and show them they ain't no bad boy, they ain't no headbanger, and they ain't touching nobody when they face to face. And after I proved that, the rest was, hey, it's on you. They gotta look in the mirror, not us. I'm clear.
You turn them off? I curse Shadow out. I shit on him like a bitch ass, right? And look, two fucking retards all fucking day. Damn, bro. Diablo. Hey, Richie, the 24 hours of the day, I mean, are you just as jobless as all your little buddies up there? That
keeps me laughing, keeps my heart pumping, and makes the day go by. You know, hey, after something gets started, watch how quick I end it. Until then, let it be what it's supposed to be. I was raised one way, but trained another way. I was raised one way, but trained another. I'm raised enough to know nobody gets hurt. And I'm trained enough to know that inevitably and eventually punk bitches like that fuck up. See, like right now. So sooner or later, he's going to give me my party. This is when he gets the balls and the man up to. One more time, I'm clear.
I'll tell you one thing, bro. I'll tell you one whole motherfucking thing.
And that's exactly what God told me. So until then, let it be what it is. Let it be just the way it is. I ain't trying to change it. I ain't worried about changing it. I'm just going to react. I'm just a reaction expert. That's it. You know, when that frog leap, I'll say it one time, he'll never see the lily pad ever again. When that frog leap, he'll never ever see the lily pad ever again.
You think you're gonna do him like a fucking like one of them fucking snapping turtles and just snap them in half? Look, you sucker, would you?
I'm doing exactly what God gave me the order to do. Take him out. That's it.
What are you gonna do about Miguelito catching up with you? Miguel Venezuela.
He's afraid of his own shadow. I ain't worried about him.
Oh shit.
He's gotta act like he knows. He's gotta act like he knows.
He knows who it is. Shit all motherfucker in their face, you punk ass bitch. He knows who it is. I'm gonna be kissing ass like you. He knows who it is. Your mother. He knows who it is. He don't want to fuck you because you smell. Oh my God. He knows who it is, bitch.
He's living in your crotch and your old lady's mouth, you see? Alternate male, homo, jizz lip, suck, sex on the brain.
Is that your psychological evaluation of the retarded shit that you hear?
Well, I don't know. You said listen to the shit they make up. How do I handle it? I keep it on the pay me no mind list. But if you can read the lips psychologically as you're hearing them, you'll understand what these clowns really are and aren't. And, forgive me for educating them over the last 10 years and improving their vocabulary and speaking skills. Come back out.
I really don't give a fuck about any of this shit on and off the motherfucking radio. I tell you what, but Richie, you are a fucking complete fucking idiot out here sometimes.
You know what my problem is, Shadow? Never judge the next man till you sitting behind his receiver. Never judge the next brother till you walk in his shoes. Hey, Shadow, I ain't worried about being good or careful at it, you know why? Because I'm an expert up every avenue, and I just don't think of it the way y'all do. I'll tell you one more time, I don't share your emotions, your thoughts, or your fears. I'm clear.
Yes, everybody knows you cool. I got a damn opinion about it, and my opinion would probably be that you could be surrounded by people who want to call you the homosexual so they can have somebody to bang with homosexual derogatory expression, you know?
Well, they want you to be like them, so they gotta rock that way, and they want to convince the world that you do those kind of drugs with them. But like I said, if you can't prove a nigga smoked crack in 10 days, never mind 10 years, sometimes it just means forget about it. Just like they were told 10 years ago, face to face, forget about all that shit, you ain't doing none of that. Dollar against an hour with the whole mother that you ain't doing none of that. And Bad Girl quickly paid up her buck. Maybe prove Richie right. See, what you getting mad at me for? I didn't put you on the sidewalk. I didn't lose the bet for you. I just told you straight from day one what it's gonna be and where we at.
Why your mother? Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. It seems like you gotta be 100% ready for intentional. 100% ready for the preparation of someone intentionally wanting to fucking snatch you up. Because if you're not, you better count your fucking asshole ears that you're gonna be fucking doing something with your ass.
Well, understand this. I already know for a fact that ain't gonna be nobody you hear in my receiver, nobody you hear. So with that, you have a good night.
So you think that when you get snatched up, you're gonna get snatched up yourself? You're gonna go and fucking hang yourself? Because a lot of people out here would love to know that Richie the fucking was found fucking snatched up, blue in the face in the middle of the fucking TV shop.
All right, Squealy. Well, I don't think none of that, because all I know is I ain't ever getting snatched up, period. That's my mindset. I don't sweat anything you're thinking about what they could try to convince you of. You understand how I just said it? Understand what I'm saying to you? I don't care about anything you can think of or what they try to convince you of. You understand what my mindset is on that? You understand where my brain is at? If you can't understand what I just said to you, please, man, don't key your mic. You're getting irritated.
I'm telling you, Richie, no matter how irritating, no matter how fucking silly it sounds, somebody in the CB radio world wants to fucking kidnap your ass and rape you with a fucking microphone.
Everybody out in the CB world wants to do that. I'm good at what I do in this game, bro. I'm phenomenal. I'm phenomenal in this game. I'm priceless. I'm known from all the big names you think of, from coast to fucking coast. And not even they can say anything bad about Richie or his work. Been going on way too long with RC127. I ain't worried about none of that. I told you, man. I do this. I live this. I'm CB Heartbeat. I am the heartbeat of the East Coast CB radio. Always have been, always will be. You don't believe me? Watch when I let go of this mic.
100%. Like, I mean, if you ever thought about it, Richie, do you think that somebody's going to be ready to pay for using a microphone that was shoved in your ass?
Yo, listen, after hearing the shit that comes out of their mouth, I don't know what kind of fantasies they got, but I know they would pay for something like that. But Shadow, it's nice to know that you think on them 10 levels. You belong with them, and you ought to know. Shadow, act like you know. Act like you know Richie don't give a fuck about what it is you think or what it is they could try to convince you of. Richie just don't give a fuck. Richie been there, done that. Richie sent them home crying like punk bitches. Richie made them sidewalk sap sissies. Not once, not twice, not three. But I didn't do it to them, they did it to themselves. Not 4 times. How many times? 6, 7 times. How many video games we got? You already know. And at the end of each one, by the time Richie turned them out verbally, then came the different cop story. Every video. Now you have a good night and stew on that, girls. You already knew. Just like Richie told you from day one. $1 against an hour with the whole mother that you ain't doing none of that face to face. And what happened? What happened? Up there you go. There you go. That's it. Bye.
Hanging out with the cops, sucking the cop's dick. That's what happened. He was sucking up that cop's cock. So hard like a bitch. Lock in. Lock in, bitch. I want to see the video of you and your gay scooter pulling that little. Oh shit! Listen, Richie. Listen. I know you have a lot of fans out there, and I know that most of your fans are always looking for the next best thing to get out of you. When tell these nutcracker on Coney Island Avenue drinking mud ducks, when you gonna pull this card out to battle with Shadow Master?
Well, Shadow, here's the golden rule of CB radio and exactly what the problem here is and why you got those so-called alleged headbanging and bad boys singing and crying for the last 10 years. Don't key your mic telling a nigga you're going to fuck him up physically and then get face-to-face to him and don't do it. And you won't have to live like y'all been living for the last 10 years. Because Richie told you from day one, y'all ain't nowhere near prepared or ready to finish it up. I'm clear.
Niggas out of breath, motherfuckers dying and shit. So Richie, listen, you didn't admit anything to anybody, bro. All you did was fucking ramble about your mother's fucking asshole or some shit like that. We all want to know when and where are you gonna battle it out with the shopping cart. That nigga's sucking dick because his mother got fucked by...
I gotta build a box in it first, Shadow. And I gotta get the amplifier. I keep deciding to buy a bike rather than the amplifier. So, you know, I mean, you know, it all depends on what your priorities are. But don't worry, I'll get it done. You'll be able to roll your little mobile next to it and get stepped on. Don't you worry about that.
Well, I heard that somebody said that you weren't going to build that car because your mother was not going to be in the passenger seat sucking your dick. Now, is that true? Don't get scared now. Boy, little Greggy, I want to see him drive that fucking bullshit scooter, pull that shopping cart. I want to see that shit. Catch him on that faggot bike. Richie, let me tell you, bro, that if you don't produce...
You ain't gonna do it sitting behind that mic, homeboy.
That fucking jib and jab you've been doing on the fucking radio, it's been fucking weeks. Let me tell you, I have done so much shit in the last couple of weeks since you've come up with a fucking shopping cart video that I cannot believe you can't put a fucking battery to a fucking generator to a fucking amplifier to a fucking antenna to a fucking shopping cart by now.
When you have a generator, there's no use for batteries, no need for batteries, unless you would ask backwards, sucker.
Whatever the fuck it is, everybody wants to know when the fuck this shopping cart fucking contraption is gonna come out so the Shadow Master and probably any other mud duck in the mobile is gonna battle it out with you. Yeah, as soon as that nigga tries to take off, that shit's gonna shut off. Richie, look, they want answer.
Poor bad girl, not even radio man enough to know that brand new 2200 watt generator he's got runs his Ameritron AL80B and this whole fucking house with no problem. Never mind running a power supply and a fucking RM703. I tell you what, man, stew on it. Keep dreaming about it, keep projecting. But don't tell me how to do it. Tell us about yours after you did it. Don't tell me how to do something I've already done. Don't tell me how to do something I'm doing. Don't tell me how to do something I did already. Like I turned you the fuck out. Yeah, you're gonna do what, baby? Look what happened. What happened? What happened, bad girl? How many times? Suck my dick some more.
Richie, wait a second. You can't talk to Bad Girl or anybody like that. First of all, Richie, you can't just... I don't even know what the fuck anybody even did to you. They're just making a little fun at you, but for you to say something so gay and like that to defend yourself is not even right. Because he's a faggot. That's
Shadow used to say all sorts of bad shit. Then when they came face to face, they turned into clown pussies and victims. Don't worry about how I'm running my rap. Each and every one of them a long time open and shut. They just can't get the nerve up to take their swing. So what you want me to do? Cry for them? You want me to give them empathy? You want me to fucking be happy that they woke up and realized Richie's been right from day one? Y'all motherfuckers ain't doing none of that? Yeah, okay, I'll give him a prop. I'm 10-7.
fucking black cock that he takes up his ass is fucking hit him in his throat.
Yeah, okay. In your dreams, bitch.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't leave the radio unkeyed while Richie's getting bruised and battered. Because if I let that kind of shit show go on, I'll get fired. I won't be allowed to talk on the radio. So I try to keep it normal conversation so that way Richie can, let us know what he's got going on. Richie 127, are you gonna finally give us the full piece of the puzzle and let us know at least close to about the date of the successful completion of the shopping cart radio?
You'll have to watch the video game. So you gave me a good idea for the title of this video game. Shadow Asta says, bruised and battered.
Come on, Shadow, give me some kudos. Listen.
Bad boy out here begging for cool. What kind of fucking bad boy is that?
Guys, I know, that's it. Hands down, on the radio, I hear more gay shit than around the gayest niggas I know. Oh, you like that shit. That's why you fucking with this crackhead, right? That's why you...
Yeah. I could have cracked his head, but he was too scared to make a move face to face. Yeah, you see that, Shadow? That's how you know you turned them out. It's going on 10 years. They're still trying to convince you somebody smoked crack with them.
On one hand, you got Richie always trying to wash his hands of what he's really culpable of by asking Shadow Master dumb fucking gay questions. And then on the other hand, you got every other little mother trying to fucking...
You guys hit rewind. Let me know when there was a dumb question.
127. That's because he's trying to finesse you. Take it out. He want to eat a gulo. That's what it is, bro. Watch it. He's trying to finesse you good, bro. Richie, is that true? Would you want to do something that gay with one of your customers? Because I'm not going over there again. He'll let you come over to his crib. You up that ass.
Shadow, they weren't my customers. They were punk bitches on the radio that came to the sidewalk on some C-gay like them type shit, looking for that fear that lived in their heart and my eye. They couldn't find it, and they went home with their fucking chaps all ruffled and paid me to prove them right.
Gay shit, he's a chaps. You want to look at niggas with chaps. Somebody caught that. You got busted, Richie.
I'm not the one walking out of the lobby of your building in chaps going across the street to the gay club. Now, am I, bad girl? Would you forget there's cameras? Hold on. I'm not the one that got caught on your cameras. Not me, boy.
And he said, if another guy says chaps, you're in trouble. Run. I told you, that nigga's gay. He said it. He said chaps. He wants to see you with some chaps. Yo, I tell you what, I know that tonight's video is not going to be published because Richie is doing some real fucking gay shit right now, and I hope it gets no views.
It's going right up on NYC Mutts where it belongs, the Mutts channel, and it's going to be titled Shadow Asta Said Battered and Bruised.
That watches the end of Tuesday night's videos on Richie's channel. So you video gig this, Craigie say...
It might take a couple of hours if I walk out of here and leave it running and go disappear on the avenue riding, but that usually happens. But nevertheless, man, I'm 10-7.
He's gonna power watch that video again. Oh shit, that means we're gonna see Richie driving around in a scooter with fucking chaps. Uh-oh. Richie on a scooter with chaps? No, come on. Look, I don't want to listen to my radio. First of all, Richie, one, you have to defend yourself at all times. I know right now 250 is not out there. CK is on the side fucking steaming because nobody answered his phone and he wants to fucking be the only gay basher out here. And Richie is the gay guy being bashed and he loves it. Other than that, there's no testimony to anything else out here.
But see, that's where you and Richie differ in opinion. These guys are nothing you need to protect yourself against on the mic or off. So where's your fucking brain at? I'm clear.
My brain is exactly where it's been for the last fucking 50 fucking years. fucking coñazo, cabrón soy yo. That nigga said, yo, I want to see you with Chaps, Diablo. No, when he said Chaps, I was surprised. I was surprised that you caught that, because now, I mean, you're saying Chaps kind of a lot there, buddy.
He had no choice but to catch it. He's the one that got caught on camera wearing them.
Look how he said Chaps, like he said it like he was licking you, yo. Is it true that you were caught on camera wearing Chaps? That was Craggy. I tell you, they caught him with a scooter.
I'm not the one that lives across the street from Westworld. It's not my cameras in my hallways that got me walking. It's not my elevator in. It's not my door's lobby they see. You think that nigga's gonna put his left foot down first when he gets off the scooter and do little left turns, or he's gonna do little right turns with his right foot on the ground? He gonna do official motorcycle and do the left handstands? Nah, he jumps on that fucking seat with his ass open. I wonder how that's done. That's a bad girl. She's an expert.
Craggy, I want to see him.
Does he sound like any type of bad boy, or does he sound like a dope fiend struggling for some footing?
I gotta see that.
A dope fiend struggling for some footing.
I'm gonna give him another $1 so I can see him. Don't worry, Craig, I'm gonna give you another $1 so you can say thank you, sir, and see you scoot on by with your gay Magoo scooter.
Damn, you mean you can give me $1 not to prove you a bad boy again? Well, you ain't gotta do that, homie. I already proved it. It's already done. You gotta look in the mirror and face it. Don't forget what I told you down there. $1 against an hour to whole mother that gave, but y'all ain't doing none of that when you see me. Don't forget how every time you said something slick, how I told y'all that. The power of the video games. Where we at now? I'm clear.
To let everybody know when he's at the store and record a store event. And then you don't understand, Cracky always wanted to be Pocherello from Chips. Oh shit, cause that job situation.
But ain't nobody out here calling me bad, girl.
So ass numbered up. So you wanna be Pocherello? Que cabrón, es un cabrón. Yo, CK, listen, este cabrón CK, he's lathering himself up right now.
I told you it's a Latino male thing. You believe me now? Ain't nobody out here calling me bad, girl.
Oh, it's not true. CK está que mata. CK Tucker, he's crushing cans with his head right now.
No, he's not. He's remembering the 3 days straight. He was hysterical crying and every key up for 3 days. You're out of control, Because he's seen that nigga that shows him what Richie does for a living.
Well, he showed what he does for a living, bending over, getting fucking big back fucking dick in his culo. Being the hole in the wall. He said the hole in his culo, big black anaconda. Qué malo, este cabrón es malo. O sea, he loved that song called Tyrone. And when Richie turns into Sade and is going down the aisle with 250, I think I'm gonna throw some rice in somebody's face that day.
CJ's nothing but a pussy and always will be. That's all he showed.